Hello, folks. This Hangout on Air is live. This is not a Dawn Busters. This is a nighttime Wildcard. Wildcard Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
Wildcard Wednesday is normally on Thomas Meadow 75, but tonight it's on my channel. So Beer Talk 2019 and the Beer Coalition chat brings you Wildcard Wednesday. And I forgot to post this in the Beer Coalition chat, but somebody could do that perhaps. All right. Let's see. We have from New Jersey, James P. Madonna, and from New York City, Brooklyn, New York, we have Michael Komaroff, and myself from Louisiana.
Hello, as always.
Greetings, everyone.
I'm going to put this link in the Beer Coalition chat because perhaps one of them might want to join.
I'm warming up with some Black Roberts spiced rum before I have my specialty, and my specialty is not Polish or Slavic beer, by the way.
Wow.
So James is changing up on the fly
because I went to a new place, Michael.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see the Beer Coalition chat.
And boy, do I have a stout for Sunday. If you get my drifts, I got a humdinger.
I'll be curious to see it. Let me just put that, and then we can get going, and I won't have to hold everybody up.
Yeah, it's not called humdinger, but that's not a bad name for a beer. Humdinger. Anyway,
here it is, the Beer Coalition. Let me just put this in the Beer Coalition, and then
what's it called? Beer Talk 2019 live. The probably the best damn well-educated beer show known to Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies.
yeah, that's probably true. All right, so we welcome the viewers, and we're going to read your comments tonight, and we're going to do some beers. So since I'm hosting the chat, I guess I'm to my own left, so to speak. I'll introduce my beer. And this is one you may have heard of. I bought this here. It's available in this town. It's called Budweiser. It's
this
5%.
was the beer that John did last night.
Is that Budweiser?
Oh, Jean?
Yeah, he did it in a 24-ounce can, though. Is yours a 24-ounce can also?
No, it's a 16-ounce.
He had a 24-ounce, which I didn't even know they made.
I didn't see that part of the
Yeah, it's at the very end.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay. What did he score it?
77.
What's that strip?
So, okay, so I have that, and it's 5% alcohol, and introduced 1876, brewed at 12 breweries in America and all around the world. Okay, what do you have, Michael Komaroff?
I have a special thing, and it's something that I think you have tried. This is a 2017 bottle of Goose Island.
Wow.
Yes, I have
Bourbon
tried.
County. So this has been. Look who's here from Ohio.
Hey! What's going on?
So anyway, I'm introducing my 2017 bottle of Goose Island Bourbon County Stout at 14.1.
Hold on a minute, Lance, and we're going to get to you, Lance. But okay, so the 2017 Bourbon County. Now, what is the alcohol rating on the one you have?
14.1, and the bottle was what's it called? Put in the bottle on the 14th of July in 2017.
Okay.
Now, Michael, I have a question. Is like,
Sure.
So it's bottled in 2017. So you're capping it now, and am I understanding that?
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
Okay.
I have some 2016s too that I'm sitting on as well.
Holy smokes!
So I have I have good resolve. I can actually sell her stuff and hold on to it. A lot of my beer drinking friends seem to have a problem. Once it's in their hands, they must drink it. But I can hold on. You know.
Yes, and if you notice, y'all might have noticed I did an aging for Sierra Nevada Bigfoot. It was a 2014 bottle, and I opened it in 2019.
Well, Jay, you have resolve too.
Yes, but I've resolved to not do that anymore because I'm tired of doing it. But I did it for 5 years. I did it for five different bottles, 5 different years. Okay, James P. Madonna of New Jersey.
I had to do the shofar. Of all people, James P. Madonna. No sarcasm meant. Okay, of all people, I have, and it's not from Poland. Like I said before, I have here 1 pint, 2.7, 1 pint, 2.7 fluid ounces, 2018, 2019, whatever. Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah. What is this? It's probably imported by Duvin Corporation, Seattle, Washington, possibly.
Yeah, merchant.
Yeah. I've had Samuel Smith before, but not this particular one. I'm looking for 6% alcohol by volume, and Winter Welcome. My first time having this particular Samuel Smith seasonal beer, but is a limited edition. Short days, yeah, whatever. Blah 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 blah. Fugel and Golding hops. This should be interesting, and it's really the first time I'm having this particular Samuel Smith's, and it's a far cry from the other products I brought on shows.
Yeah, classic English winter warmer. You're gonna like it, I think. Now, Lance DeLush, you've been busy lately, so we haven't seen you a lot, but we're very happy that you joined us from Ohio. So this is the North versus the South, and the South is being overwhelmed again. All right. So, Lance in Ohio, what do you have tonight?
Now, us city boys, me and Michael are representing tonight. Because Michael's up in the city, I have the No One Particular Brewing Company's batch number 30. I just picked this up a couple of days ago. I've been sitting on it. I just cracked it. Now, honestly, I'm not doing a review on it. I just want to enjoy it.
Right.
And a couple of sips I had so far, it's pretty strong.
What's the alcohol level?
Well, according to the can, let's see here. It's not telling me. I have to look it up.
Okay. And what part of Ohio?
I'm in Akron. No one particular. I think it's up in New York.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know you're in Akron, Ohio, but I was wondering where the beer came from. So, okay. Now, my beer was brewed in the brewery. Which brewery? Let's see. It was Houston. No surprise there because I'm about 335 miles east of Houston, right? I'm south of Interstate 10, and the brewery is just south of Interstate 10. And I mean, it basically hugs the highway, the brewery in Houston, and it was built in 1966, which replaced the original Anheuser-Busch Brewery of Houston, Texas, which was built in 1893, by the way. All right.
Okay. Hey, so Jay, I gave some very bad information here when I just spoke. I have more accurate information for you folks.
Okay.
Okay, now according to Beer Advocate, now they're located out of Dayton, Ohio. Now the alcohol by volume is 8%.
Whoa. Wow.
Now they're only giving a 3.73 out of 5. But this is my first time having this beer. I'm not going to speak how good or how bad it is until I complete this particular pint.
Yeah, we're gonna we have a little format we follow here. You might watch us and you'll get a chance to give it a score at the end. But what we'll do is I'm going to read the initial comments, and then we'll give a rundown of our beers, and then we'll come back around the horn, and as they call it, and we'll give the score. So let's see. Oh, we have a huge amount of people watching. All right.
Let me ask Lance a question before you do it. Lance, do you have any idea what the style of the beer is?
John, I know
Okay, Michael, according to this, it is a burnt IPA with oranges.
Okay.
Now I will say this. It's a very citrusy IPA, but is it a deceiving IPA that makes any sense?
All right, we're gonna get back to that. That's interesting. And okay, now Be Good says dropping in to say hello. Been a while since I watched a live show, and it's good to see you, and it's good to see all of y'all. Raining on Your Parade says, yo, dogs. JTLBZ says, man, time to drink some beer. Craig Swinson says, good evening. I'm enjoying a couple of Red Hook IPAs this evening. Good choice. Bart Robinson retracts his message. I wish I could retract all my statements that I've made. Okay, but Craig Swinson says, oh boy, Lance has entered the building. Thomas Hamilton says, drinking and Matty Ice, guys. Raining on Your Parade says, drinking a Lagunitas Imperial Stout, 9.9%. Ooh, another good year for Lagunitas, still going strong. Maybe need to work out some kinks at the Chicago plant, but still a solid year. Crystal Jim says, heart. I guess she's giving us her love. Hello, all with a flame. And Craig says, hi, Crystal. And Bart says, hey, guys, I'm keeping it simple tonight with my go-to favorite, Ballantine Ale. And good to see Lance. Also, cheers. Bill McIntosh says, hi, guys. Happy New Year. Working on a Lord Chesterfield, a sleeper. Yep. I love Lord Chesterfield. JLTBZ says, Ohio rules. I love you all so much, says Crystal Gems. So much. Thomas Ham-Mitlin says, that was Natty Ice. JLTBZ says, I live about 40 miles away from Akron. Crystal Gem says, 5 hearts. Be Good says, hi, Ronald Terrio. I tried Everclear, and it was so strong. Oh, God, that hangover was a 2-day monster. Why did you do that? Why I'm asking you why you did this. Dan Page says, hi, Jay, go Saints. Go Saints, go. I say that, go Saints, go. Jeep and Foodie says, I'll have to join you guys sometime and join some Milwaukee's best ice. Oh, I forgot to invite somebody. Well, I see that we have another addition to our hangout tonight. We have now somebody else in the southern states, in the southeast, John and Illy in Georgia. I know you had some traffic issues trying to get home, but here you are.
Long day at work, guys. Ready to have a beer. So I bought a couple things, but I bought another 4-pack of the Dragon's Milk Stout, which is like my go-to relatively cheaply priced stout in that ABV range. But for tonight, I've got a Sapporo Premium. I just bought a single.
Wow. And that's a 5%er.
That's a, yeah, good old Japanese beer.
Yeah. I'm going to give my rundown, and then we'll go down the line. Mine is a rice lager. It's made with verdant rice, meaning it's green rice. They cook the rice separately from the barley. Then they mix them together in some kind of fashion, and then they, of course, add hops, Northwestern hops, and then they make Budweiser. All right, now they lager it. It's aged on beechwood chips.
That's what makes it, right?
This is one of John's favorites.
That's what makes it. And then it's I think we all know what Budweiser tastes like. It's a strong boiled rice taste to me. Now, the adjunct, the rice, is not supposed to have a flavor, but I do. When I drink a rice beer like a Sapporo or the Budweiser, I can pick up the boiled rice, which I like to eat boiled rice, so it doesn't offend me. I hear some echo. All right, so the body's light to medium, so let's call it low medium, and the finish is crisp, clean, and refreshing. And that's about all to say about Budweiser. It's not complicated, and so why be complicated about it? So now I'm going to go in order that we were in already, so we'll try to keep that flow in that way. So Michael, give us a little rundown of yours.
John, you weren't here at the beginning, but I did decide to do what I promised to you, and here it is, 2017 Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. And I cracked it. The only difference that I see in other ones I've had is the head was light brown and then faded. Other than that,
Yeah.
you know, it seems the same. It doesn't. There is active carbonation, but it just didn't have a head that lasted. In other Goose Island stouts I've had, it normally has a head which lasts at least a little bit. Maybe it doesn't
Now,
last.
I have a question. Now, is it a heavy bourbon or is it one of those ones where like it's a light bourbon?
It's a heavy bourbon.
Okay, so that explains why the light head. Then okay,
but it seemed in other ones I've had, you at least had a head that you could look at for a couple of seconds. This one, it came out, it was kind of like a beige brown, and then I kind of tried to swish it to see, but I guess maybe in these higher alcohols, it is 14.1. Maybe it can hold the head that long.
Okay, maybe it's because it's a heavy alcohol. Okay,
my experience with it is that it'll have a little head of foam, but it dies away quick, like, psh, and then there's really no lacing. It's just gone, and then it looks like you got black syrup.
That's what it seems like now. So I'll get the nose on it for you. It's basically jet black. You can't see through it. Okay, the nose is interesting. You're getting like a caramel sweetness on the nose, and you can pick up a faint bourbon, smell in it, but it's not in your face bourbon. You could tell that there's, you can tell that there's bourbon in this, but it's not in your face. Let me take a sip. Now you're getting the bourbon. The bourbon is really strong in the taste profile, and you're also picking up dark fruit, dark chocolate, a little bit of char smoke.
They use Heaven Hill straight bourbon barrels, by the way.
Oh,
this is real. I've had this before. This is really good.
Like that.
Now, Michael, question is like, is this one of those like throw it in a bourbon barrel and be done with it, or they age this beer in the bourbon barrel?
I think it's aged at least 6 months, and it might be aged a little bit longer than that, but it's at least 6 months in the barrel.
Okay.
Yep, they put it in the barrels and they let it age down in those cellars.
And Jay is correct that they are Heaven Hill barrels, but I guess you might get a different taste on Heaven Hill than you would on other barrels that you'd use.
More than likely, yeah.
Well, I'm going to have a number for you, but it is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
Sort of amazing, huh?
I did an Anheuser-Busch InBev product, and then Michael did an Anheuser-Busch InBev product, and now James P. Madonna is going to do a Samuel Smith's product from merry old England.
Oh, snap.
all right. Now, of all people, James P. Madonna,
Right.
of all people, nod, wink, wink. Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale, very fine effervescence, and it has a very strong floral, hoppy aroma. This is great. This is great. Merry old England. Yes. I give it a solid.
Wait! Don't give it to us yet. We're gonna come back around.
Okay. Oh yeah. Very floral aroma in the hops, and of course the a moderate bitterness of the hops, and very
Look at all that lacing. Oh yeah,
very
boy.
heavy, full-bodied flavor.
Now I have a question for you. Come back around, Jay. Now you progressive. Now are you drinking this cold, or are you drinking this at room temperature?
I'm sorry, it was for Jay Terry or
No, for you.
Progressive
Oh,
discussion.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's cold. I had it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, but of course now it's like semi-cold.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, it's not really.
You guys across the pond, I was kind of curious. You guys like your beer warm. It's like a little chilled down. That's all.
No, not me. Maybe in merry old England they do that, but not in merry old New Jersey.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Now, going into the former Northwest Territories, to the huge, great metropolis of Akron.
Who, me?
Northwest Territory. He's in the Midwest.
Yeah, we're a quasi New Englander here.
Yeah, well, you know, Ohio was part of the Northwest Territory. I'm talking about the original Northwest because you remember the United States used to only go to the Mississippi River. That was the western border. That's the old North. Yeah, the old Northwest. But that really was part of what was called the Northwest Territory. But anyway, getting off the history lesson, what do you think about your beer, Lance DeLush?
Well, oh, thank you for the chimes there, whoever did that. The Nowhere Particular Company out of Dayton. This is one of those ones where it's a traditional IPA. It is one of those ones where it's strong, but when I poured it, it's one of those ones where the carbonation went away in a hurry. Even though I can put up in the light, I can still see it, but it's very, very thick and heavy.
Oh.
Now, you're waiting to rating to the end, right?
Yeah, we're gonna come back around on the second go round for the rating.
So
hey, Lance.
Okay, fair enough, Jay.
Hold that glass up. You and I both went to Dollar Tree, did we not?
Yes, we did. I got this one from this is one of those beers, and I will say this before I give it a rating. You gotta be very, very careful, because if you decide to pound one back to back, you'll be on the ground in a hurry.
Yeah, I drank the Earthquake High Gravity yesterday, and it was a 10% 24-ounce can. Ooh. I was very careful. Ooh. Oh, yes, I was very careful. I was very careful not the Earthquake High Gravity. And so it worked out well for me. And when I got up from a nap, I wasn't too disoriented either. Now, so let me ask you this question about that. That's Cheyenne's.
What?
Is that Cheyenne?
No, this is a Traffic.
Traffic?
Yeah,
okay.
The regular smoke's on the discount rack today.
Okay, the Cheyennes over here are still $1.49. Amazing, huh?
Over here, Cheyennes, they're a $2.69 a pack.
Okay, how you like that number 149?
I wish.
Hey, let me ask you this question: is that India Pale Ale bitter or not too bitter?
It's actually, you know what? It's not too bitter. It's almost I hate to say this, any IPA. It's got that sweetness to it, but it's not bitter, but I know it's an IPA. Now, if you guys out there in the audience, do you understand what I'm saying? I want some feedback on that particular statement.
I can give you a little feedback. It seems like on some of those double IPAs, which what 8% would be, you get a little bit more malt sweetness in it, and that's probably what you're getting. There is some bitterness, but it's not the lead taste. You get malt sweetness, and that's what you're getting when the alcohol is ramped up a little bit, I think. I mean, I'm not tasting it, but that's what it seems like.
That can be the case, but it's not always the case now. But yeah, Michael's on the right trail. I want y'all to watch that Bigfoot 2019 video I did, because it was incredible that it had been in the refrigerator since 2014, and the hop action on it was still so profoundly bitter. I was excited. I was oh so pleased. Now we got John Anile. You see, when you're driving in traffic, it can really stress you out. So I just hate it. And I know John Anile probably wants to take some deep breaths. Am I not? Am I right?
Yeah, I haven't even said I'm half out of it. I haven't gotten my bearings yet. But
you're really quiet down at the end, you know.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, because we know we understand the pain.
There was a major accident on 85, and it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get home.
Holy
Oh,
smokes.
understood.
Holy
Like
smokes.
LA freeway traffic.
At one point, I was on the interstate in one spot for so long, I shut my car off.
Oh, that's never good.
Today.
Yeah.
And once you get on and you get stuck in it, you really can't get off. You just have to ride it out, you know. So
Right. That's one good benefit of that old Highway 27 that we took to Atlanta. At least you can pull over and get on a side road or something.
right.
Yeah, it's not
So
counting Atlanta airport horrors.
so anyway, yeah, Sapporo Premium, nice golden color, poured with about a 2 to 2.5 finger head, which is dissipated. Nice lace or a little bit of lacing left behind. Standard lager smell. The premium, I think the reserve is a little bit better than this. The premium just kind of smells like a traditional American adjunct lager. You're getting, you know, some barley malt. I'm not sure if they use rice or corn with this. There's a little like grain presence, rice. So you're getting a little grain presence. That's pretty much it. The flavor is nice and malty. Getting the barley malt, a little sweetness. Carbonation is medium. The body is relatively light. Sessionability is high. Finish is crisp, refreshing, dry. A great sessionable beer. And, you know, I like to pick up. You can buy the singles here in my area. But I think it was $2.29, I believe, for this 22-ounce. Really, it's almost like steel. These cans are crazy strong.
It's like a weapon. Yeah, it's like a weapon. A club.
So anyway, it's a good beer, especially after a long day. I'm enjoying it, and I'll give you a rating when you come back around.
Now, John and Illy, have you ever had the Sapporo Black?
No, I've never seen the Sapporo Black. I have had the Asahi Black, though.
Yeah, the Koronami. Yeah, the Koronami.
Yeah.
Sapporo Black is dynamite, but it's a little bit expensive over here. Now the South adds another member in Mobile, Alabama. The Beer Ramble, formerly the Beer and TV Ramble. Oh, Bazam. Jean-Pierre, the Haitian Connection.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Can y'all hear me pretty good tonight?
Yes.
Sure can. So give us your beer now.
John, quick question. Compare this to Asahi. Who's better? Which one is better?
Oh, Asahi, hands down. Asahi Super Dry is probably my favorite beer with it, you know, like Japanese style beer.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like it too. I enjoy
This one is actually this one's actually brewed in Vietnam.
Oh, that's the Vietnam, right?
Imported by Sapporo Brewing Company, Long An Province, Vietnam, from the Duc Hoa district.
and then you got Sing, which is made in Thailand, right?
Singha.
Singa, right?
Hey, wait a minute. My favorite is the Kirin Ichiban.
Kirin.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then there's Qingdao, of course. Qingdao, you know.
From China.
Right.
Qingdao.
Yep.
Okay, now what do you have, Jean-Pierre?
Yes, tonight I'm having the Magic Hat TFG IPA. This is their 6.6%. This is an American IPA. It is called the, what is it? Looking at this is taken for granted, I guess, because of Maine, the Granite State, all that nonsense, you know, being up in New England. Yeah. Vermont in that area. But anyway.
Well, I thought New Hampshire was a Granite State.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them New England states. So, but anyway, I know Magic Hat, is it partly owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev?
No.
Do not think so. It's still independent.
Okay. Very good IPA. It's my first time trying it. It has a lot of citrus flavors that you're like most IPAs, you know, a little grapefruit, a little bit of orange, you know, a little bit of the different flavors in this. It is a bit hoppy, but overall not bad. It gets a 3.73 score out of 5 on Beer Advocate. So I was looking at all my reviews. I think the only Magic Hat beer I've only reviewed has been the Citrus Boy Hefeweizen, the Circus Boy, Hefeweizen I've done. And of course I've had the number 9 before too. So I'm kind of, you know, biased towards other IPAs, Lagunitas, Goose Island, of course, Ranger now, Voodoo Ranger by New Belgium. Those are the ones that good people, of course. Those are the ones that are kind of special to me. But this one is holding its own. So
now, Jean-Pierre.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Michael Komarov. Magic Hat is not owned by InBev, but it is owned by North American Beverages, which is Rochester, New York, the Genesee Brewery.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not independent anymore. So it is owned by.
It's independent to an extent.
Well, wait. Florida Ice and Farm.
That's what I was about to say.
It's an independent company, Florida Ice and Farm. They're actually headquartered in Costa Rica, but they own North American Beverages, and they have Magic Hat, Pyramid, Genesee.
So it's a distribution deal. Okay.
Yeah, they do a lot of contract brewing up there. Anyway.
Now,
I was going to ask John, what's the ABV on the Magic Hat?
6.6%.
Okay.
That was my question.
Yeah, it's very, like I said, it's holding its own. I'm enjoying it right now. Like I said, I have 3 more cans left. And I'll have that for dinner. The other one for dinner later, and then the other can I'll review. And I'll have it uploaded sometime by the end of the week, I guess.
Now, Monsieur Pierre, my question would be, how heavy is it?
Not heavy at all. I mean, most IPAs you think they would be, but this one's not. I mean, to me, it's kind of right up there with the Voodoo Ranger and the Goose Island. So, isn't at all, heavy to me.
Okay.
I mean, I could drink like 4 more of these, and I'll be good.
Okay, good. Okay.
Remember, I'm home, so I'm not going anywhere. So.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, now we're going to start doing the scores. So Michael Carl's going to be ready with his documents. And Lance, you see this? This is the menthol. Look how the government has defaced these labels. But this is the menthol.
Yeah, I saw that last week.
And this is the extreme menthol.
Yes, we got here in Ohio, so I understand.
Yeah, well, it's $1.49 over here, so I'm very pleased. But all right. Anyway, let me put those back up in the little King Edward. Oh, I'm sorry, the Phillies Blunt box. The Phillies Blunt. Well, that's what it says on the box. Phillies Blunt. All right. Okay. This Budweiser. You know what? I'm gonna give it. And James is wearing a crown. It's the king of beers. Well, but I'm gonna give it a 90 out of 100. I think it is an excellent beer. A lot of people, if you say the word Budweiser, their eyes roll back in their head and they go into a seizure, and then they rant and rave for hours about, this and that. But I mean, I don't care.
When you say Budweiser, you said it all. Boom, boom.
I heard that in a while. Wow.
When you say Budweiser, you said it all.
Right. So I'm saying a 90 now. That will cause a lot of consternation. Now going down the road, like they said in the rock and roll album, going down the road, feeling bad. But I'm not feeling bad. I'm feeling good. So we have Michael Komarov. What do you score that exemplary product?
I'm getting an additional taste as it warms. I want to bring it up to everybody. I'm getting kind of a weird berry kind of component, like raspberry, strawberry. I'm not sure exactly what it is, like a combo.
Now, Mike, my question be like, as it warms, anything fruity, is the texture becoming different?
No, it's still syrupy. It's been syrupy from the beginning, so that hasn't changed. But it's weird because berries is something you really wouldn't expect. Jean, you didn't see, but I have the 2017 Bourbon County that I'm doing.
All right.
Because Jean wasn't there. So it's been in the bottle now for a year and a half.
Okay.
Affecting it a little bit. It didn't have much of a head. That could be related to the 14.1% alcohol.
Okay.
But I'm getting kind of a berry component in the background as it warms. I'm going to give it a solid 99.
Whoa, that's great.
More of a dessert beer. Would you say, Michael, right? More of a dessert beer than anything?
More of a dessert beer, but be real careful with it because it goes down easy for 14.
A nightcap. a good nightcap, you know, sitting in the living room, reading a book, and the fire's going.
You'd like to sip it for a while. You don't
Right.
want to chug this stuff. If you do chug this stuff, like Lance said before, one bottle will put you down.
Yeah, you won't go down easy. You'll go down hard.
Go down hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky. I'm sorry.
Right. Now, James P. Madonna, what do you score that ale from Mario, England?
Okay, Yorkshire, England, Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale. It's got it's very floral, hoppy aroma and flavor, moderately hop flavor, a full-bodied mouthfeel. I'll give it a solid 95 amongst ales. And I like it a lot. And the crown is because Jay Terrio's Craft Beer Show, as well as Stout Sunday, are the kings of all craft beer review shows of all people saying this. But anyway,
okay,
give it a solid 95, I would say, amongst ales. And yeah, I would drink it again, but I'm still partial to stouts and porters.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
So we got a 90, a 95, and a 99. This is looking good.
I have a question for Jay Terrio in connection with John and Ellie's Japanese beer. Kieran has a detectable sake rice flavor. Have you ever had a Chinese beer by the name of Dynasty, which is priced about the same as Genesee Cream Ale, very inexpensive, but it tastes like Qingdao? Have you ever had that?
I've never had Dynasty, and I never watched
it before.
No, and I've never watched the TV show Dynasty.
No, forget about it.
Not the TV show. Jeez.
I never had the beer either.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you ever had that. I only had it once in the 1990s. Never seen Dynasty beer again. Never seen.
I used to have the album Kiss Dynasty from 1979.
But it was good. No, the beer tastes like Qingdao, but at a 50%.
It might even be owned by them. You know, it could be one of those specialty things that they make. You know.
Yeah, it was very Qingdao like in flavor, and Kirin is a good Japanese beer because
Kirin Ichiban, yeah.
As opposed to Asahi and Sapporo, which doesn't have that rice sake flavor to it.
Well, I'm sorry I never had Dynasty, but I was thinking about you today when I was in a grocery store and I saw that Geekion, and I said, "Oh, I ought to try that one day."
Oh, the plum one. Or
it was sake.
Sake, yeah.
Hey guys, isn't this interesting that now all these beers from Japan, China, that we're trying now Mexico, and then those countries are getting some of our beers, and South Africa getting, we had this discussion, Michael and John and Neil were having this discussion that, they're with the SAB, Anheuser-Busch, SAB Miller, with the whole, deal going through a couple of years ago, that now they're, these foreign countries are look at Coors Light or Budweiser, or Coors Light as just exotic beers, knowing that we think, it's no big deal. But now we're trying all these Japanese, Australian, different styles of beers now. It's just kind of interesting how everything is kind of intersected now.
You're right about that. I remember about 2 years ago that one of the guys in England wanted me to do a hangout with him because he was all excited that they came out with Bud Light in England. Well, to us, that would be like, Bud Light. Well, why are you excited about that? Well, to them, that was something new. But unfortunately, they got a different recipe, Bud Light. And I told Harry Meadows, I said, 3.8%. That's something's wrong there. I said, we get a 4.2. So that it was like a different beer.
Harry Meadows that got upset after the Pabst Blue Ribbon show, right? Is that the same Harry?
Yeah, because I was talking about Church's Chicken, and I was using that as an example. Actually, that example was apt. I thought it was apt. But anyway, so Lance, where do you score it?
Well, my no in particular, the batch number 30 on the Chocobo scale, I give a solid 3.5. A solid 3.5. And here's why. I mean, it's a Minota IPA according to the can, but it's one of those ones where you know it's heavy, but you also know that's like it's not dark or it's not fizzy. If that makes any sense. That's one of those ones. This is one of those ones where you can enjoy while you're at home. Because
what you're saying is not dark syrup, but it's not fizzy yellow stuff.
Correct. And it's one of those ones where you know you can have this at home. You don't want this out and about, because if you drink one back to back, you'd be on the ground. Even if you drink one on the ground quickly, you'd be on the ground.
Yeah, and we don't encourage such activities.
Lance, can I ask you something? When
yes, sir.
3.5, where would that rate on a number if you gave it a 1 to 100? And the only reason I ask that, if you just double it, it would be 70, which would be like a C plus, I guess.
No, that would be a C minus in my book.
Or a C minus, where you're not seeming to say it's a C minus. So where would it be on the 1 to 100 scale?
Okay, Michael, on the Chocobo scale on a 3.5, you're gonna score between 65 and 75.
So where would it be on which end?
But it's rock solid. You can drink it. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now, wait. I'm gonna say you're probably scoring it the way I'm translating what you're saying. You're probably saying it's like a B. It's good, right? You're saying it's a good beer, right?
Yes, but it's not great.
Right, good, not great. You made a B on your history test. You're a good student. You're not a great student, but you're good. So I would say that sounds like about an 85 to me. You go along with that? 85 out of 100?
I wouldn't go that high. This is me. I might top it out like 81, 82.
Okay, so you're calling it a B minus.
Yeah, marginally good. Okay, a B minus, marginally good. Okay, I can live with that.
So Lance, which is it, 81 or 82? I'm writing it official.
Oh, you want an official number?
Yeah, he's got to have these numbers. Believe me, I was grilled.
I keep track of all this stuff. I don't know if someday somebody's going to come down and ask me to prove it, but I got it all written down.
For the man in Brooklyn, I go 81.
Okay, that's definitely a B minus, but that's solid.
Yeah,
kind of like that television show Trapper John MD. Wasn't the greatest show, but you could watch it on a Friday night, or was it a Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Yeah, Trapper John MD.
Yeah.
John the Sapporo.
Hey, did you see my WKRP post I put
I
there?
saw that earlier today.
Yeah. I didn't comment on it. I saw it.
Hey, memories, man. Memories.
I never used to really watch that show because it used to kind of irritate me. But all right, but getting back to beer. All right, getting back to beer. John and LA, what do you score the Sapporo?
All right. Well, I think the Sapporo Reserve is slightly better than this. I think the Asahi Super Dry is significantly better than this. I think Kirin Ichiban is better than this. This is a good beer. As a matter of fact, it's a great beer. It's got all the, clean, crisp, refreshing qualities that you would expect with this style of beer. But it doesn't fall in that excellent range for me because I've had so many that are better than this. So I'm going to go with an 88 out of 100. It's a B plus, it's almost an A, but I've had so many that are slightly better than this that I can, in all good faith, give it an A.
Do you think it would go well? Okay. Do you think it would go well with tempura shrimp?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great beer. It would go good with any heavy dish, obviously, because it's so light and refreshing. Go well with, any type of seafood, fast food, you name it. It pretty much go good with anything. This is the type of beer that you could pair with just about any food that you can think of.
Okay.
I got a pound of bay scallops with seasoned brown rice waiting for me after this.
Yeah, this would go very well.
Oh wait, I have to drive 19 hours. All right. So now we're gonna finish this up.
You still need a number from Jean, our superstar from Alabama.
That's what I was just about to get to. So Jean, and then I got to do the comments, which is going to take a year and a half. All right, but I appreciate the comments. All right, Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick, guys. Yeah, I'm surprised the score that Beer Advocate puts out 3.73 out of 5. I think it's better. I think it's a 4 out of 5 to me. I think I'm putting right there maybe as a B plus A minus. I think this is a very good IPA. I think all these different flavors, like I say, grapefruit, orange, cherry, peaches, what it says on the description of the beer. And of course, there is that hoppiness in it, but I think it's, really, again, holds its own, very decent. And I think it's, again, the ABV is just right. So I'm going to give this beer a, like I said, B plus. So that'd be what?
That'd be a 4.4 or an 88 out of 100.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
So there you go. For the Magic Hat, taken for Granite, Granite, not granted, Granite, TFG,
Right.
what it stands for,
Right,
from
Granite.
Magic Hat Brewery in Burlington, Vermont.
All right. Well, we have very good beers tonight. The worst beer we had was a B minus. And that's not so bad when the worst beer is a B minus. And the best beer we had was nearly world class. So it was a great lineup. Lance, if you drink 2 of those, you're not going to be jumping up and down. You're going to be laying down and down.
Yeah,
now I'm going to
move.
Has anybody? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to read these comments. If y'all can bear with me. I know if some of y'all are busy, you may have to jump off. All right. But I'm not encouraging that. I'm just saying, let's see. We have some exciting news here. Jeep and Foodie says, I'll have to join you guys sometime enjoying some Milwaukee's best ice. Yeah, you could join us anytime you'd like to, actually. Jaded Diva says, beer reviews and tours. Hi, guys. Hey, Jaded Diva, you could join us one night if you'd like to. You're part of Alcohol Edge, the beer group, but you're not the alcohol group, but you're not part of Beer Talk, but you could join that if you want. All right. Hayes says, cheers from Washington State. Cheers back to you. Be Good says, I will drink some Kilt Lifter. Never had that. Hayes says, drinking a Sierra Nevada Torpedo. Ooh. Jaded Diva says, Dragon's Milk is good. Boy, that's for sure. A little thin, trying to be a little thin, but Rain on Your Parade says, greatest macro beer of the year award goes to Daniel Adams New England IPA. I've never had it. Jeep and Foodie has this exciting news. That's what I was talking about. I finally started my video reviews. I will be posting a review for Genesee Ice pretty soon. Well, we'll be looking for that if I can find it, because I'll subscribe to your channel if I can find it. Be Good says, I like Kilt Lifter because it's so pleasant to the taste, and it was so good the first time. Thomas Hamilton said, Hammitlun says, I remember drinking Cook's beer when I wore a younger man's clothes. All right. Crystal Jim says, Craig Swinson, 4-leaf clover. Pastor 2-liter J for the real worldwide hood star says, hello. Hello to you, and I like your somewhat long name. Crystal Jim says, 5 ice crystals. I love the way Ronald always teaches me new geography. Oh, you're welcome. And but I can't teach you the new math. All right. Pastor 2-liter J for the real worldwide hood star says, what is this video about? Oh,
Oh, jeez.
What is it? Fast food at the White House. All right. Hurricane High Gravity is pretty good, says Hayes. Jaded Diva says 24 ounce. Wow. Yeah, I know. That's what I said when I drank the whole thing. I said, wow. IPAs tend to be bitter or citrusy, with New England IPAs being juicy and West Coast pounding your face in. Correct. You're right about that. Hayes says, you think an average IPA is sweet? A milkshake IPA would kill you then. Craig Swinson says, there's a bike in town that keeps running me over. It's a vicious cycle. Okay. You're caught in a vicious circle, surrounded by your so-called friends. All right, Jaded Diva says, laugh out loud. And then Hayes says, smoking those middies. I only day wax. Now, whatever. All right, hey guys, which one of you loves 40-ounce Old English 800 high gravity brand malt liquor? I like it. Iron Man Spartan. I drink this 5.9%. Craig Swinson says, cream of some gung guy ale is delicious. Depending on your praise says, whatever happened to bottle conditioned American IPAs? Yeah, right. What did ever happen to them? That's a good question. Bart Robinson said, big fan here of Old English, but not in those plastic 40-ounce. Actually, they're 42-ounce bottles, 42-ounce.
Ask Bart Robinson when he's going to join us.
Yeah, right. We share that sentiment. Iron Man says, Bart Robinson, I mean the old glass bottles, my friend. Brandon Caratozolo says, Brandon says, I'm having a nice Bourbon County 2017 watching this. Nice to see all the different beers, everyone just enjoying. You're right. Bart says, yes, absolutely. Wish they'd go back to glass 40s. I get the 22-ounce Bombers glass. And then Iron Man says, glass bottles keep the beer Meyer fresh tasting. Thomas Hamilton says, Jay, do you mean going down the road trying to ease my load? No, I meant going down the road. No, I meant going down the road feeling bad. Oh, going down the road feeling bad. Hey, hey. All right, Brandon Caratolozo said, interesting drink in the 2017 myself at the moment. Don't get berry. He doesn't get the berry that Michael talked about, but did seem a bit more compared to previous tasting. By the way, Sapporo Black is awesome. I agree with that. Another Brooklyn beer enthusiast. Love it. Michael, come up. If Brandon Caratozolo is from Brooklyn, you might have to meet up. Gabriel says hi.
How come Gabriel didn't come on tonight?
I was wondering the same thing. All right. Well, because it's not like you couldn't find the beer, right? Anyway, I was finishing this little wine. I think we're going to do a wine tasting Friday, but I don't know if John Amelia was able to get the doggone stuff.
Which one, the Carlo Rossi or the Parmesan?
Carlo Rossi, White Zinfandel.
Yeah, I'll go pick it. I got a message from the store. They said they got it in, so I could go pick it up tomorrow.
When are you doing it?
Oh, we're going to do that Friday night. I have to set up the event. I didn't set the event up. We talked about that off air where you were saying you always set the event up beforehand. And I was saying to myself and to you, I said, yes, I always set up the event previous to the actual event myself.
Yeah, I can get that.
Carlo Rossi, White Zinfandel.
It's
It's inexpensive. Anybody out there in the world can join this examination Friday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
I already have the Parmesan Madeira from when that night, when that evening comes.
Yeah, we're going to do that in February. We're going to do the Marsala in January. Here's this 4,000 milliliter bottle of Carlo Rossi White Zinfandel. And you know what?
I can't. I wish I could find it, Jay, but I cannot find it anywhere. I have to drive to another Rouse's to see if I can find it. You know. So
well, you never looked up
two of them. One in Saraland and one in Mobile. I have to go up to West Mobile, see if I can find it.
Wait a minute. You didn't look on their locator tool?
I'll good question. I need to do
locator tool is a liar.
I know what you're gonna say, Jenna.
The locator tool is a liar. Don't listen to it, John.
No, but what you could do is you could look at it on the tool.
Yeah.
If it comes up, call the store before you drive over there and say, look, the website says you have Carlo Rossi White Zinfandel, and they might say, oh, yeah, we have it. Or they might say, oh, no, we don't have that. You know, at least you could save yourself some time and trouble. All right. So we had a very exciting hangout tonight. It went on nearly an hour. We had very good beers, and only one of them was marginally good, and that was the one that our friend Lance the Lush was drinking up there.
I think a lot.
Lance the Lush?
No, I mean, you got to call it as you see it, right? I mean, if it was a B minus.
I do.
But that's Lance's internet name. Lance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to run Friday nights with a hammer, but like with all this work I do now, like I'm sporadic. I'm actually surprised I showed up tonight.
I'm surprised, but I'm pleased. I'm pleasantly surprised. But when I saw it, like you saw, if people watched the playback, my eyes got big. I was like, that's Lance. Anyway.
Hey, Jay, this beer mug was my grandfather's from when I was a baby. That's how old this is. That's why I'm using it.
Whoa. Awesome mug.
Yeah, I hung on to it.
I don't have anything like that. Well, let me retract that. I do have some old Falstaff schooners from probably 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Falstaff. Y'all might remember Falstaff beer. It's been gone for a long time.
Remember Bergheim when I was a kid from Pennsylvania? They're belly up, I think. Bergheim beer.
Oh, yeah. All those old companies are pretty much gone.
What about Schmitz of Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah.
It's gone. It's gone. But they still make the beer. But
remember when Rheingold beer was pouring like God knows how
New York? Rheingold, yes.
And Schaefer.
Schaefer. Mets. There was the Mets sponsor of the New York Mets televised games.
Yeah, it's another one we could sit here and name so many that are gone. It's like,
Jay, what's happening with Dixie? Is that going to be coming back?
Well, that's an interesting one because Dixie never did go out of business. They were one of the few that survived. They got decimated by Hurricane Katrina 14 years ago, as we know, but or going on 14 years. But they have rebuilt. They're actually, as we speak, they're building a brewery in New Orleans, a new brewery, and I guess in about a year it's going to be ready to roll.
Because that was New Orleans beer.
That was the beer of the South, one of the beers of the South. It was popular in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. It was established in 1907. They were one of the early craft brewers because way back in the 80s, they made a white chocolate ale. They made Crimson Voodoo, a red ale. They made Blackened Voodoo, which is a black lager. Dark lager.
Unfortunately for us, Jay, we never got Dixie beers up north, so we never got to try any of their craft stuff.
Yeah, I saw it in Connecticut once. We were on a road trip in Connecticut in 1996, and I saw Dixie 6-packs, and I said, "Look at this." I told my friend, "Look at this, Dixie." But I don't think that was too common.
It must have been through some specialty distributor or something, because we never got it here.
Yeah, well, Dixie beer is just kind of like Schaefer or Rheingold or those kind of things, old German. But the Blackened Voodoo is a much more craft style oriented.
Jay, does somebody make Stroh's, which was Detroit's beer? Is that still made, or is that defunct?
Well, the company is no longer in business, but the beer is still made by Pabst. Well, it's actually made by Miller Coors, but it's owned by Pabst, and yes, it's still made. Stroh's.
I cannot get that beer here. I cannot get Stroh's anywhere near the Southeast. And Jay, I think you feel the same way, right? Can't get it in your area.
I think the last time Stroh's was sold in Louisiana was 1991.
Wow.
I think you get here in the Midwest.
You can get it in the Midwest. You can get it in.
I can't hear it in Akron, at least.
There is a locator tool on the. Well, never mind, because the Stroh's website is not currently operating. It's Pabst is a weird company. All right. Well, we better not keep going on. We've been on here an hour.
We can talk. We can talk off the air, Jay.
Y'all can talk off the air while I go to bed. All right. Let's see. Let's see.
All right. Next week is what?
Gabe says
next week. Probably won't be on, but you never know.
Gabe says I just got here to the chat. I know, Michael, you live where I join the Hangouts. What are you saying, Gabe? I don't understand what you're saying.
Gabe inviting himself to Brooklyn? Tell him not to come. I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah,
He's kidding.
I'd love to go to Arizona to hike in the Sonoran Desert.
Thomas says, Jay, somebody's echoing. Jay, I remember drinking Falstaff when I was around St. Louis. Yes, the last time I bought Falstaff was 1996, and then it disappeared from this area. I liked Falstaff because it had a little more roasted flavor. Now, okay.
Jay, before you get off, I have one more beer to mention. It was from the area where Tyler is. It was Rainier. What's happening with Rainier?
Still made. Somebody sent me 2 cans. It wasn't very good, Michael. It was not very good.
It used to be good in the old heyday days when, before, but I guess over time, stuff changes.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people say it's good, but to me, it wasn't very good at all. Unfortunately, I gave it a C-.
Okay.
I had to call it and I felt bad because the guy sent it to me. You feel so funny when people send you free beer and then you got to give it a C-. You're like, well,
he didn't make the beer, did he?
He didn't make the beer. And he did tell me, give an honest review, please. And I said, okay. And somebody sent me a bunch of beers yesterday, like Lawson's Finest IPA. I think it's called Kiss of Sunshine or something like that.
I've had it, Jay. It's good. You'll like it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that tomorrow.
Boston's Sip of Sunshine.
Yeah, that's the one I want to do because we can't get it here. All right, folks. Thanks for watching this video production. Next Wednesday, I would think
Eric will be doing it again unless he has another band practice.
So,
and if Eric does band practice, I'll be back on next Wednesday.
I'll be in Florida. I can't say I won't come. You never know.
I hope you are on next Wednesday.
We'll see what happens. Time will tell, and we'll find out within a week. So we have the Beer Talk 2019.
What?
Beer Talk 2019. Thanks to viewers for watching. The Beer Coalition chat. Thanks to viewers for watching. The International Beer Review Guild. Thanks to viewers for watching. See, we are so connected into all these organizations. And now James P. Madonna is going to close us out with a juice harp and a bosun's whistle.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to eat me a hot dog.
Arr! Welcome. You were just aboard the ultimate pirate ship of all times.
And one more thing, people. One more thing. I ate some Church's Megabytes Ranch.